iDubbbz is one of the most well-known individuals in the YouTube community. He has amassed a following of 7.9 million subscribers on his main channel and has accumulated over 1.3 billion channel views. By far, his most popular and influential series is Content Cop, and it's no secret why. From 2015 to 2016, Ian was pioneering a genre of documentary-style critical commentary. Today, many of us can find examples of this genre, such as Gokinaru's Video Vigilante or Ethan Klein's Content Nuke. But in 2015 and 2016, this was a fairly new concept. And to put it lightly, people loved it. The four most popular Content Cops were on Keemstar, Tana Mongeau, Leafy, and Ricegum. Each one of these videos had massive effect on the target's reputation in the community, the biggest example being the Leafy Content Cop, in which Leafy was shunned off the platform for several years. However, as of October 3rd of 2017, not a single Content Cop has been released. This has led iDubbbz fans to speculate why Content Cop left, and when and if it will return. Ian has alluded to bringing the series back for years, yet there has been no word on if any are in production. Ian first alluded to a return of both Content Cop and Bad Unboxing, another popular yet abandoned series on Ian's channel, in a video on September 8th of 2019.
Bad Unboxing is coming back! Also, Content Cop, that's coming too. You might want to spread that all over the subreddit. Content Cop is back. Who's it gonna be on?
Garfield.
Another mention of the return of the series came on the H3 podcast, released July 22nd of 2020. Ian stated he has some ideas for Content Cops, but still has nothing in the works. Fast forward to New Year's Eve of 2020, iDubbbz is doing a live stream on Twitch. After the countdown, Ian makes a New Year's resolutions list and includes making a Content Cop in 2021.
Make a Content Cop video. I'll do it. I like the idea of like just making a documentary and calling it Content Cop, whatever call it fucking anything, Content Cop. But it's just a documentary about a completely different subject.
From here, there are two strong arguments. Either he does or he doesn't. I will be looking into both scenarios in this video. So we look into the future, and as the clock hits 0 and 2022 commences, there was officially no Content Cop in 2021. Now why would that be? Well, for starters, iDubbbz content and tone have evolved from what they were in 2016. What made Content Cops great were the abrasive tone Ian gave off in them, and the filthy counterculture that festered within them. Ian has shifted his content so much in 3 years that the defining characteristics of Content Cop would be non-existent, and thus, Content Cop remains in the shadows. I mean shit, the man won't even say the word faggot anymore.
'Cause you're an F word. Yeah, times have changed. I'm saying F word instead of... Maybe if I spell it fast enough?
It seems like Ian has shifted his content to documentary-style videos that are much more positive and professionally shot than the Content Cops. He even expressed more interest in making documentaries than the Content Cop in that very livestream. After getting hounded for years on his own subreddit to make a Content Cop on a person that slipped up recently, Ian abandoned the series as a whole. Commentary has become such a saturated market over the years that almost all opinions on a topic are already parroted a billion times over by all the vultures in the community. To really understand the main reason Ian wouldn't make another Content Cop, we have to take a look at what made Content Cop great in the first place. We already established the tone playing a large role in the success of Content Cop, but what made the Content Cops even better was the originality of them. Content Cops would bring new criticisms to the table, which Ian could then build upon and weave into his argument. In 2015 to 16, commentary as a whole was very new in comparison to what it is today. In 2017, during the Tana Mongeau Content Cop, Ian alludes to being annoyed by the commentary community for picking up the story of his encounter with Tana so he wouldn't have any originality to base his arguments off of.
What else can be said about this topic that hasn't been said already? Not much. Pretty much everyone said it already. But here's some clips of Tana saying that context isn't important.
This was the second to last content cop posted. Now, the amount of vulture commentary channels has increased drastically, resulting in a narrow opportunity for a content cop. The landscape of YouTube has also changed around iDubbbz over the years as well. As many may know, Ian's leafy content cop was deleted by YouTube in December of 2019, the second most viewed content cop. It would be so difficult to meet the criteria that YouTube dictates must be met for videos that are critical, that would be much more logical to just call it quits now. But before you get disappointed, there is a good argument for iDubbbz returning content cop.
What we do here is go back.
So a content cop is dropped in 2021. The first question is,
Who's it gonna be on?
Ian expressed on the H3 podcast that he would possibly go after organizations rather than individuals. However, there are some deserving individuals in the community, though most of them have been criticized to the point where the content cop would be as redundant as Content Nuke. I firmly believe that if Ian were to bring the series back, he would have to refine and tweak the main aspects of the video to accommodate his new style. Reinventing Content Cop would be difficult, though it could be achieved if the stars align just right. Ian seems like he wants to shut up the part of his fanbase that beg for a Content Cop everywhere, and just giving them what they want is the perfect solution to that. It seems that the iDubbbz Complain series has temporarily taken the place of Content Cop, in which Ian rants about pet peeves that he has in his day-to-day life. One last detail to all the iDubbbz fans, take it easy on Ian. It has become very apparent that he uploads whatever the hell he wants, and constantly hounding him to make a content cop is somewhat counterintuitive. My opinion on the matter, we're gonna have to wait till more information comes out, so that's why you should subscribe to the channel, because this will be a 3-part series just like my Filthy Frank series, though this will be much more heavily researched. Thank you for watching.